Are you a progressive young leader, a proactive emerging executive, a rising professional? Then you need appropriate cover for your vehicle. Introducing the Pro Motor Plan from Beacon. Car insurance that includes free loss of use, windscreen cover up to $3,500, free special perils, free accident forgiveness. Get Beacon's Pro Motor Plan today. Don't procrastinate. Call Beacon today at 440-4447 or visit beacongrenada.com.
If you are looking for electrical and maintenance solutions, contact Max Tech. We offer electrical engineering consultation, electrical system diagnostics, domestic, commercial, and industrial system designs and sizing, electrical installation and maintenance services of systems such as generators and ATS changeover systems, pneumatic and motorized valves, uninterrupted power supply or UPS, sewage pumping systems, portable water pressure boosting, tank filling and or emptying pumping systems, bakery equipment, programming and wiring of control systems, VFD, inverter drives, etc., security camera systems. We also offer affordable solar PV systems, including portable power stations or solar generators, complete solar PV system designs with financial impact statements, PV equipment procurement, installation and commissioning. Yes, we do it all. For all your electrical and maintenance solutions, contact Max Tech, where quality is never compromised. Contact us on telephone number 405-7309.
Home is easy, easy with Republic Bank.
Are you dreaming of owning your own home? With Republic Bank's Home Easy Loan, you're one step closer to making that dream a reality. With competitive rates, reduced fees, and up to 100% financing, Republic Bank makes owning your home simple and stress-free. Start your journey to independence, empowerment, and the joy of home ownership today.
Republic Bank, we're bringing home to you. Home easy. It's not just a mortgage, it's peace of mind.
Terms and conditions apply.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches, and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen, Guess, and Klein, and G-Shock, all at the best prices in Grenada. We also buy scrap gold and offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays, 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit our brand new remodeled store or call us on telephone number 414-3114, 232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only. Hello, and of course we'd like to say hello to everybody currently tuned in on the program. Those of you who are here with us for the first time, hello to you, and those of you who are always here, we call you the usual suspects. We want to say hello to you and welcome to another Mikey Live program. My name is Mikey Hutchinson, and we are coming to you live from the Spice Isle of the Caribbean, that is Grenada. So, US requires visa applicants to reveal all social media usernames for the past 5 years. So you're going to be applying for a US visa. You are required to provide your usernames for all social media accounts for the past 5 years. And there's more. You must also unlock or have the privacy settings unlocked on those accounts. So, wow. All right. Huggins Foodland, their third annual health fair. We'll talk to you about that. All right. Grenada renews disaster risk insurance for 2025-2026 policy year. We'll tell you all about that. Caribbean agencies ramp up their fight against gun trafficking at regional workshop. Quite a few, by the way, the spice planting initiative with the 4-H Club. We'll tell you about that. Very interesting. Talk to you about that as well, and more. So folks, brace yourself. This is what we call news discussed, not told. Of course, we just laid out for you. All right. So Reminding you, the headlines brought to you through kind compliments of Coats, Grenada Limited, Digicel, Nawasa, Real Value, IGA Supermarket, superb distributors. We've got the Big Insurance. We've got also Republic Bank on board with us, all right? And yes, Jam's World. Yeah, man, you got to go get your baby stuff. Yeah, then they're doing well. You know, they have a nice new ad that is gaining a lot of traction. You know what I mean? So, anywho's, we're taking a break, coming back in a moment. Don't forget, someone sharing tonight's program will receive some free credit compliments. Did you sell? That lucky person might just be you.
Home is easy, easy with Republic Bank.
Are you dreaming of owning your own home? With Republic Bank's Home Easy Loan, you're one step closer to making that dream a reality. With competitive rates, reduced fees, and up to 100% financing, Republic Bank makes owning your home simple and stress-free. Start your journey to independence, empowerment, and the joy of home ownership today.
Republic Bank, we're bringing home to you. Home easy. It's not just a mortgage, it's peace of mind.
Terms and conditions apply.
Republic Bank. We're the one for you.
Calling the CARICOM community, assembling Global Africa, the 4th edition of the Afri-Caribbean Trade Investment Forum. Active 2025 is coming to St. George, Grenada, this 28th to 29th July. Join government and business leaders, investors, and trade and finance institutions to explore the theme, resilience and transformation, enhancing Africa-Caribbean economic cooperation in an era of global uncertainty. Be there as we stand together to strengthen our commercial ties, to promote shared trade and investment opportunities, and unlock prosperity for Africa, the Caribbean, and the wider diaspora. The 4th Afri-Caribbean Trade and Investment Forum. Reserve your place now at active2025.com.
All right, family, welcome back. We get straight into the business for, I hope you're good, all right? Getting into the business right now. So yes, boy, just when you thought you've heard it all, well, there's something that you haven't. Beginning June 2025, which is this month, individuals applying for FM and J visas to the United States must reveal all social media usernames. Those names that were used in the past 5 years. So like if you had a name, then you change it to something else, or you have a second social media page, or 3 or 4. You'll have to reveal all of them for the past 5 years. That's as a result of an announcement that was made by the embassy. Now, they are saying in that announcement, visa applicants, you are required to list all social media usernames or handles of every platform that you've used from the last 5 years on the online nomination visa application forms. That's the DS-160 forms that you know about. Now, the announcement followed the release of a new guideline by the State Department stating that all individuals, that's right, all individuals applying for the F student, M vocational student, student, and the J exchange visitor, or the non-immigrant visas, must adjust their privacy settings on all their social media accounts to public, and that is to facilitate the necessary vetting to establish their identity and admissibility to the United States under the U.S. law. So, y'all heard it. I know it's crazy. So they're saying that the primary goal of the new policies said to enhance the national security by allowing U.S. officials to assess the online activity of visa applicants. by gathering social media usernames. The U.S. Department of State aims to identify, they say, potential threats that might not be detected through traditional background checks. So, yeah, boy, I believe that they have been doing this for a long time, but now there are challenges in obtaining that information on their own. So they are now seeking your help in gathering the details about you in the most obvious way. You gotta put your thing on public. You got to tell us all your social media names and handles that you've used, even if you're not using it anymore, that you are using or have used at least for the past 5 years. Okay. You understand? Take win. I tell all I have to learn to appreciate home. You understand? But anyway, we're moving on. So the first phase of the annual Huggins Foodland Health Fair kicked off this morning at the St. George's branch. That's right. Now the health fair, they are testaments to the organization's aim of giving back to its customers and the general public. Now the free services range across pharmaceutical products, massage therapy, eye tests and examination, among other things. You understand? So that's just their way of giving back. I know they have a couple of things coming up. I can't zoop. You understand? I can't talk about it just yet. You understand? We have to wait until the time reach and we'll tell all about the business. So this is a big one. Grenada renews its disaster risk insurance for 2025-26 policy year. That's right. The government of Grenada has renewed the annual disaster risk insurance coverage with the Caribbean Catastrophe Risk Insurance Facility. All right. Segregated Portfolio Company. That's the CCRIF SPC. Now remember the how they call it again? CRIF. You remember you heard a lot about the CRIF when Beryl came? So basically, it's the CRIF we're talking about here. You understand? Right. So we good. The things that's covered under that is tropical cyclone, like hurricanes and stuff, earthquakes, so disasters coming out of a tropical cyclone, disasters relating to earthquakes, also excess rainfall. So you remember the time when we had a lot of rain and a lot of flooding and all of that. Yes. And the coastal policy coverage. All right, so these are what we are being covered for. All right, so Grenada has been a committed member of the CREF SPC since 2007. All right, and so because of that, we were able to cash in on some money to help our farmers and our families who've been disturbed, whether it is their home or their property and stuff. Yep. The CREF was what was able to help the government assist people. So Caribbean agencies say that they are ramping up their fight against gun trafficking at a regional workshop. So illicit firearms trafficking continues to pose a serious transnational threat, and that's across the Caribbean, fueling violence and threatening public safety. And you know that all too well. In the past few years, we've been dealing with a lot of gun-related crimes. Now, that concern was front and center at the opening of the 5-day regional training workshop on firearms trafficking underway at Port of Spain, Trinidad and Tobago. Now, yeah, interesting place to have it. The workshop is a collaborative effort between the CARICOM Implementation Agency for Crime and Security, that impacts the European Union El Pacto 2.0 program, and France's ALCORC, so it's ALCORCA, ALCORCA. That's a technical cooperation support program for the fight against organized crime in the Caribbean region. Now, basically, this has become an issue for the wider region. We don't make guns, and so we need to find a way to address all of these coming in to our shows. So these little sessions on them help us to, like, it's the meeting of the minds, and for us to come up with strategies and ways of really mitigating against the influx of these weapons, and of course being able to adequately fight that sort of escalating crime within our region. So 4-H leaders, we're moving on from primary school, in St. David, welcome the opportunity for their students to be a part of the National Spice Planting Initiative. And we've been telling you, I think I need to make my script a little bigger. Now, we've been telling you about that, right? Yes, the planting initiative, the Spice Planting Initiative, rolled out on Tuesday by the Ministry of Agriculture, Lands and Forestry. Now, the activity forms part of the Government of Grenada's Spice Replanting Program, an awareness-driven initiative that is technically aimed at revitalizing spice cultivation while educating the nation's youth about significance of the spice industry. Now, the program was implemented across both primary and secondary schools island-wide, outfitting 4-H school gardens with at least 3 different spice plants. Now, the effort offered students a hands-on experience to spice planting and helped reinforce Grenada's reputation as the Isle of Spice. Although kill that, we don't even hear us being the Isle of Spice again, while at the same time integrating agriculture into the school's curriculum. Now, I remember Happy Hill Secondary School was one such schools that had a lot of that stuff happening, but I don't know where we are with it, but over time, it kind of like died out there, you know? But anyway, we'll talk about that just now. Now, Denby Fraser, 4-H leader at the St. David's Catholic School, expressed his appreciation for the initiative, noting the excitement and engagement shown by the students. I think we have something from him here.
The children, they were happy, they were really engaged, they thought it was a good thing, and I thought it was a good thing for them, seeing children plant and engaging themselves with agriculture, having Grenada known as a spice country for decades. It was good that the initiative was revamped and the children are now involved, because the children are the future of our country, and if they are engaged, then it's a good thing. I'm happy that they have interest and that they would continue to do so in the future.
Yes, sir. Now, we've got Sharon McIntosh, who is a 4-H leader at the St. Joseph Catholic Secondary. St. Joseph's Catholic is a primary school, yes. So that's the St. Joseph's Catholic Primary School. Welcomed the initiative and highlighted its value for students, their learning experience.
We appreciate the initiative and we welcome the opportunity to extend the program and to extend the knowledge to the students. Being in 4-H for the past, let's say, 5 years or so, we haven't done much in spice planting. It's more of backyard gardening and spicing and planting herbs and so on. So the idea now of bringing the spice into it, we really appreciate it, because most of our kids don't know anything about spices. They cannot see the trees and identify and say this one is a nutmeg or so. So we were really glad when our officer called to say they were doing this spice program to just kind of extend their knowledge. And as you say, to build Grenada on a whole, welcome back the spice replanting program in Grenada.
Yeah, man. So, representing the Prime Minister and Parliamentary Representative for St. David's, Honorable Deacon Mitchell, Minister for Tourism, the Creative Economy and Culture, Senator Adrian Thomas, joined in the effort and assisted students with planting. Now, he stated that the initiative is not only about raising awareness of Grenada's spice heritage, but also it is about recognizing the role of the 4-H students in the shaping of the future of agriculture.
Remember, we are being dubbed as the Isles of Spice, and therefore I think it's the responsibility of the government to make sure that all kids, all children become conscious of what spice is all about, what being the Isles of Spice means to them and also to Grenada. we are privileged to expose them at that young age and to give them the opportunity to literally plant it and nurture the plant for themselves. So at least when they finish primary school and they go into secondary school, they will be fully aware what spices is all about and what Grenada being the Isles of Spice is all about. So it's more an awareness campaign, and also ultimately to get them involved in farming, get them involved in the cultivation of spices, and let them make a contribution to Grenada being Isles of Spice, Spice of the Caribbean. This present administration, being led by Honorable Dick Mitchell, is very much conscious, and he's fully in support of the spice replanting in Grenada, Carriacou and Petit Martinique. Over the years we have been harvesting and selling, but we have not been replanting and replenishing. So I think it's a very good initiative, and the best agent to carry this in the schools is the 4-Hers. They have been noted for being involved in agriculture, and to start with them in the primary school is a blessing, and I'm happy to be part and parcel of this. Remember,
thank you, sir. I remember Happy Hill Secondary School was more, I think it was leaning more on, it's almost like a balance between vocational and the hardcore academic learning. So the school had focused a lot on agriculture, a lot. So they had a fall pen, and then they had a lot of other things that were planted and stuff like that. But then over the years, we have shifted focus from agriculture for a while. Why? I don't know. And so I think over time that the school might have lost its identity where vocational studies is concerned. I'm not sure exactly where they stand with that now, but I do hope that there might be value in revisiting that strategy. If not, it's not already done. I know the school is under a new principal for the past couple of years, and she has been doing a phenomenal job. That is, yes, Miss Nerissa. I think at one point in time she was associated with, I think she was the principal of another school before. But anyway, she's now the principal of Happy Hill Secondary School. And again, she has done a phenomenal job with that school. And you have to give her flowers early. So thank you for, holding the string with that school. So I know anything, she will be in a better position. I probably should have a conversation with her about that in terms of where we are, where the school is at, where that is concerned. It was clothing and textile, typing, woodworks, technical drawing, agriculture. And when I tell agriculture, hardcore agriculture. You understand? Yeah, boy. So it was a lot of that. Like I am who I am today because of the Happy Hill Secondary School, because they were so tolerant to hands-on training, to hands-on things, not just ramming the academics down your throat. I remember back in my day, I in the roof running wire as a student, running wire in the roof, in the ceiling, sorry. Yeah, and managing the PA system for years as a student there. So it was very easy for me to transition from what I was doing then into this, because the school allowed me to be who I am. And I believe that other schools should have that same kind of focus. Listen, these people did not push me in a direction that I did not want to go. Whereas they are there to guide you and not to let you have your way. But that is what they provided, guidance and not dictatorship. All right, not to say, okay, you need to do 5 subjects and that's it. I was very good at plumbing, very good at electrical installations, and a good technician. And the school, I come out of class. You understand? When people had a class going on and thing, I doing my thing. I hooking up wires and thing, hooking up computer and stuff. You understand? So when I left school, I did not leave school with all the subjects in the world. But that didn't do anything to me. Quite frankly, what am I doing with some subjects? Why? Geography, mathematics, physics, English, I got some of those subjects. I did well in English. I was a genius in geography. Even if I failed it at the CXC level, they were 1-9. My colleagues thought I'd get in the highest in geography, but I didn't. I failed geography. And I did very, very well in English. you know, and that kind of stuff. But where does that leave me? I can go and tell nobody I need a job with 6, 7, 8, 9 CXC subjects that is fragmented and not specific to a particular field. And I think that's where we feel, yes, we want our children to be as well-rounded as possible, but how does that fit into their desires? How does that fit into their tendencies? How does that fit into their interests? You understand? You will see, I know people who do way better than I did in secondary school. Are they doing better than me now? I'm not to compare, but I'm just saying, how does that translate? How does the academic system translate into employability, considering what our current needs are, what the current demands are? How does it fit in? Are we setting up our children to fail? I remember the first time I went to college, I failed miserably. In college, I wasn't dunce. I failed miserably because it was just not appealing to my interest at the time. So when they sent me to college, I running away. Yeah, I live in home. I live in home in my bag and my book and thing like that. Yeah, them teachers see me face for 2 minutes and I boss it. You understand? Before you know it, I out a day. You understand? Your boy Bill. And then at the end of the day, I come back. You understand? Yeah. And so when it was time for ting, yeah, I don't know to show for it. At the end of my 2 years in college, nothing to show for it, but what I had was a good enough experience so that when my time at college had ended, listen to this, when my time at college had ended, I started working 2 or 3 days late after that. Right? After that, at WFM Radio. I kid you not. At WFM Radio, I did my interview before I finished school. About a week before I finished school, I did my interview. And then I told them I wanted to start working here next week. I got hired and I started working. All right? When I was hired, I was ready for the job. I didn't have mathematics. I didn't have principles of business and all of that. But in my mind, when I'm ready for that, I could always go and do that do some after school program or whatever it is after class, and I go sort that out. And it worked. It worked. You understand? I'm still, to an extent, at WFM, 20 odd years past. I'm still there as an employee. I'm not on air every day because now I have transitioned into owning my own business, owning my own company. You understand? And it all goes back to the tolerance of the Happy Hill Secondary School, identifying what your interest is, and kind of like steering you in that direction. Yeah. And so today I own a company that does PA systems installation and rentals and stuff like that. This doesn't happen now. It was 20 years in the making, 25 years in the making. Again, every step of the journey is as important as the next. I'm sorry I'm giving you this long talk, but I feel the need to do this. You understand? This is news discussed, not told. Somebody needs to hear this. Thank God for the inspiration. Right? So it was every part of the puzzle, every piece of the chain is as important as the next. When I went to college, I felt lost. When I went to college for the first time, folks, I felt lost. So I was being disruptive, disturbing people, giving the teacher real trouble because I did not know how I fit into there. It was not working. Yes, I felt a little way when my colleagues and them come out with how much with their associate degree or whatever it is, and I did not. But that wasn't my aim at the time. You understand? And guess what? When I was able to settle down enough in the radio station as an adult, and I had my own money, I'm not going to be stressing my mom out anymore, I saved my money and I went back to college as an adult. I don't shame because I kept my eyes on the prize. So as an adult, I went back to college to pick up from where I left off, to get some more formal knowledge, to complement what I already know as the practical aspect of my profession. Right? And invested a couple years in that. When I came out of there, I graduated with honors, having the highest score for that program, for that degree program. You understand what I'm telling you? And I didn't come out from secondary school being seen as no bright boy. No. In fact, maybe I just slow like a quarter say slow coach. Yeah, because I'm not that kind of learner. You don't, talk to talk to me for 40 minutes and then I don't get practical time to apply and to process properly, to process and apply what I'm learning now. That's how I work. Tell me now, let me put it to practice and it's retained that day for good. But if you tell me for 40 minutes and I have not been able to properly digest and apply what I've learned, right? And then you just give me more and more and more things. So maths finished, then English, then social studies, and at the end of the day, I well beat up. All I'm looking forward to is going home and Pelstone behind mango. You understand? And then I will do that and I'm not just me, that's a lot of students. And then when time for the exam comes, we go back into the book and we sit down in the book. You understand? We sit down in the book and we day by 3 nights, night after night, we day. Okay. Alright, cool. That might come. And then if you're lucky, you might have some past papers to guide you on what the questions will be. Alright, ting. And then the exam day reaches. And all I do is, when I see the question come, I close my eye. Let me go back to page 44. Ting. Flat out. I write down that almost word for word. You wonder if I copy. And you pass. You understand? Is that learning? And how does that help you prepare for the world of work? How does that help your child? How does that help my child prepare for the world of work? Maybe learning how to cram. And probably that's all school taught me. How to remember things. What strategies should be used to remember things. You understand? So if I have something coming up, some big thing coming up next week or whatever, for the whole week I do. And on the day or the night before, I pick up my documents, I go through it, and when I come, I sound real bright the next day. You understand what I'm saying? And that is what school has taught us. You understand? But when it's time to apply what it is that we seem to have, which is the knowledge about a particular thing, when it's time to apply it, hey, we seen it in the eye, dingling, ringing bell, ping-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling, and we don't even know what we're looking at. We don't even know that is what we learned a year ago, and aced a year ago. We don't know how to identify the things that we learn in a real world scenario. But who am I? Alright, so that's for who needed to hear it. If somebody here needed to hear that, you could say I did. Alright, so we're moving on. Let me show you this, okay? Let me see if I get a picture on the business. Right, here we go. We are moving on. Now, the Trinidad and Tobago Police Services, TTPS, played a critical role in the seizure of over check it out, $25 million in cocaine. You understand? And also the arrest of 3 foreign nationals during a marine operation. You understand? And they said that was off the coast of Portugal earlier on, a couple of days ago. Well, this month, actually. Right? Now, that's according to a release from the U.S. Embassy in Port of Spain. Now, the statement said that the operation stemmed from months of collaboration between agents from the United States Drug Enforcement Administration, the DEA, based at the embassy, and officers from the TTPS. All right. So it's a lot of money in drugs that then people seized. But we doesn't hear the same for guns. And I wonder why. Ting-a-ling-a-ling, school bell ring, knife and fork. Look at somebody saying it on the program there. Long time I ain't hear that, man. Big up. Yeah. So, yeah. Interestingly, we don't hear that about guns, but we hear it a lot about drugs. The US and them, they're very interested in drugs. You understand? In our region. But I don't find the same level of interest in guns. You understand what I'm saying? Just saying. So, yeah, man. So that was a big one. So I guess how much the TPS they like in itself with that one. Yeah. What else do we have to tell you? Ariana, she passed, but she passed. Her exams. She was going to be heading to a secondary school. But she was, after her exams and stuff, she was killed, and so. The results came out and they're seeing that she passed her exams. She did well. Chano. Okay. We do not have for you the national report tonight because... Wait, no. What? Is that late? Yeah, we do not have the national report for you tonight because we have not received that from the folks at the GIS. I know that these days by they're real busy. You understand? So yeah, no NR tonight. But what we have for you is the weather. So far things looking alright. For the past 2 days we've been dealing with a lot of haze. Yeah, there's a tropical wave that is coming in, but maybe tomorrow. You know what? An Atlantic tropical wave has been relocated based on satellite imagery and was diagnosed as in now along 40 degrees west and south 15.5 along 40 degrees west south of 15.5 degrees north. I know it could be confusing. Now, a few showers are seen near the axis. Based on model guidance, the wave is forecast to cross the island chain later over the weekend, bringing an increase in cloud cover and light to moderate showers. All right. As time progresses, we still have a couple of days. That system is way out. So maybe by Friday, God's willing, so we might be able to give you another update on that system as it gets closer to us. Dum 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 dum. Dum 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 dum. Kaiso Classic Calypso tent, formerly Roots Calypso tent, will be officially launching its Calypso season this weekend with its first show at the Las Vegas Hard Court, and that will be in St. David. Now, the cast includes the 2024 Calypso Monarch Innocent, former Calypso Monarch Rootsman Kelly, and Saw Serpent, Sheldon Douglas, Coquetta, Top Cat, Royalty, Mini Axe, Grenada Michael Jackson, Robert... Who? Robert White? Like the Robert White? Robert White moving from MCing to Calypso to singing. Listen, I did in that. Count me in. Jag Glory, Shamak, Sokare don't giving up the thing by day. Sokare day. Alright. Neutral and Denson Lewis. The event will be held on Saturday, June 28th, and the show is scheduled to begin at 7 p.m. and the admission for that is $20. So you can follow the Classic Kaiso Calypso tent on Facebook for your updates. I think that would be a nice one to attend. You understand? Yeah, so I'll check it out, okay? Now, we are moving on then, but listen, oh gosh, election! Hurry now, man! Hey, boy, anyway, let me not talk. I want the place to lively up, man. All too dead! Lively up the place, man! Make some noise! So, we've got some partly cloudy conditions, windy and hazy conditions as well. We can expect things to become fair at times with brief isolated showers. Tonight's minimum temperature 25.5 degrees Celsius. Winds east northeasterly to east southeasterly at 12 to 22 miles per hour, gusting higher at times. Seas moderate to rough with waves 6 to 9 feet in easterly swells. Now, marine advisory remains in effect. Your weather for Thursday is partly cloudy, windy, and hazy with brief isolated showers becoming fair during the evening. Now, max temperature 31 degrees Celsius and the minimum 25.5 degrees Celsius. Now, your winds east northeasterly to east southeasterly at 14 to 24 miles per hour. Seas moderate to rough with waves 6 to 8 feet in easterly swells. And again, a marine advisory will be in effect for Thursday. What else do I have to tell you about? Yeah, so no NR. What else? Yeah, so that's it, guys. So we're gonna be touching base again. We might have a few lives to show you this week, so check out our page, and yeah, and some other posts and stuff like that we'll be putting up. We're just trying to make sure that you guys remain engaged. You understand what I'm saying? All right. Okay, so that's just about it. Let's now big up a few people. Hillary, wagwan. Share, wagwan. Gleonora, wagwan. Tonya, and all the other folks who are currently locked in on YouTube. Blessings to you. Facebook people just the same. Tonya, Eunice, Diana, Bernadette, Java, thank you. Linda, Ansha, Valerie, Yvette, I got it. Sylvina, I'm just reading some comments there. Kiran, yes, Bermuda again. Celine, hey Celine, so you're there on both Facebook and YouTube, Celine? Yeah. Michelle. And Angel. Yes, Angel, take care. Hazel. I'll have a good one. I'm tired actually, so I'll sleep like a baby tonight. Celine. Kimnasha. Is there anyone who is watching now that we have never said hi to? Hey Kieran. Linda. If there's anyone, somebody who's watching that has never said anything, that you're just quiet all the time, but you did, say hello. Let us see you. There must be someone who is on the program right now who always watches, never say anything. You know, you're kind of quiet. Tonight we're pulling you out. Say hi. If you have never heard your name here, if you have never said anything or you have never heard us mention your name, but you did, and you're always there, we're pulling you out tonight. Say hey. Let us say hi back to you. Let's see. Who's that person who has never said anything or probably don't say a lot, or somebody that we have never said hi to, because at this time of the program they don't say anything, so we don't get to know that they're there. I need you to say hello. I want to say hello to somebody who we have never said hello to. So are they on YouTube? I'm still seeing the regulars, Hillary and Cher and all the others. Leonora. I'm looking at you on Facebook. Cooper Mini. Hello. Loris Thomas. Hi Loris. How are you? Hi Jane, how are you doing? So I see Loris. I see Cooper Mini. Yes, and I can verify that Cooper Mini is always on the program because they have a 5-star. Loris has a 4-star. Yes, Cooper. Everybody, can you say please hi, please? Let's say hi to Cooper. Cooper, yes. Mini Cooper or Cooper Mini? But I can verify because Cooper is a 5-star. So yes, Cooper is always on the program. Jane Sinclair. Okay, now Jane knows the. Jane knows the. Hi Jane. Liz, how are you? Alright guys. So take care of yourselves. And of course, like I said, take care, okay? Bernadette, I see you. Anybody else? So at least we welcome you, Cooper. Well, you are one of us. But of course, to that segment where you've never said hi, we are happy to that you've revealed yourself, and thank you for so doing. Of course, continue to do your thing. Joycelyn Nimrod. Yes. Hi, Joycelyn. Hope you're good, and the rest of the family. Diana, don't try. Look. Yeah, look, y'all playing. Hi, Diana Francis. Hi, Diana Francis. How are you? Oh, we've got Herman James. Hi, Herman. Thank you very much for joining us. It's a new Facebook account Herman has. I can tell. So Herman, hello to you. Okay, guys. So take care. Thank you for revealing yourselves, all of you, and may God bless you. We come back tomorrow, God's willing, same time for another program. Bermuda, you good? So take care, Valerie and all the others. Okay. May God bless you. So what we do now is to give you some words from our sponsors who keep our program alive. All right, these sponsors, I really, really appreciate them, and I want you to support their businesses as we share them with you right now.
Are you a progressive young leader, a proactive emerging executive, a rising professional? Then you need appropriate cover for your vehicle. Introducing the Pro Motor Plan from Beacon. Car insurance that includes free loss of use, windscreen cover up to $3,500, free special perils, free accident forgiveness. Get Beacon's Pro Motor Plan today. Don't procrastinate. Call Beacon today at 440-4447 or visit beacongrenada.com.
If you are looking for electrical and maintenance solutions, contact Max Tech. We offer electrical engineering consultation, electrical system diagnostics, domestic, commercial, and industrial system designs and sizing, electrical installation and maintenance services of systems such as generators and ATS changeover systems, pneumatic and motorized valves, uninterrupted power supply or UPS, sewage pumping systems, portable water pressure boosting, tank filling and or emptying pumping systems, bakery equipment, programming and wiring of control systems, VFD, inverter drives, etc., security camera systems. We also offer affordable solar PV systems, including portable power stations or solar generators, complete solar PV system designs with financial impact statements, PV equipment procurement, installation and commissioning. Yes, we do it all. For all your electrical and maintenance solutions, contact Max Tech, where quality is never compromised. Contact us on telephone number 405-7309.
To meet the growing water demand in the south of the island, NAWASA, in collaboration with the Caribbean Development Bank through the UK Caribbean Infrastructure Fund, is implementing the Southern St. George's Water Supply Expansion Project. This project is designed to improve water quality, ensure a consistent supply, and protect our environment for future generations. We are upgrading our water supply system by replacing aging infrastructure, constructing new storage tanks, and installing advanced monitoring equipment. There will be dust, noise, and traffic inconveniences. We appreciate your patience during the construction phase. We believe in the power of community engagement. Your voice matters. Your input is essential. Want to learn more? Get involved. Attend our public meetings. Follow us on NAWASA's social media and share your feedback. Reliable, safe drinking water means a healthier, better quality of life for all. Together, we're securing a better water future for Grenada. Join us on this journey. This project is made possible through the collaborative efforts of the Government of Grenada, the Caribbean Development Bank, and the Foreign and Commonwealth Development Office of the United Kingdom, with grant funding from the UK Caribbean Infrastructure Partnership Fund.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches, and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen, Guess, and Klein, and G-Shock, all at the best prices in Grenada. We also buy scrap gold and offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays, 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit our brand new remodeled store or call us on telephone number 414-3114, 232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
Home is easy, easy with Republic Bank.
Are you dreaming of owning your own home? With Republic Bank's Home Easy Loan, you're one step closer to making that dream a reality. With competitive rates, reduced fees, and up to 100% financing, Republic Bank makes owning your home simple and stress-free. Start your journey to independence, empowerment, and the joy of home ownership today.
Republic Bank, we're bringing home to you. Home easy. It's not just a mortgage, it's peace of mind.
Terms and conditions apply.
Republic Bank. We're the one for you.
Anywhere at any time and have it delivered to you right here in Grenada at yogo.gd.
Calling the CARICOM community, assembling Global Africa, the 4th edition of the Afri-Caribbean Trade Investment Forum. Active 2025 is coming to St. George, Grenada, this 28th to 29th July. Join government and business leaders, investors, and trade and finance institutions to explore the theme, Resilience and Transformation. Enhancing Africa-Caribbean economic cooperation in an era of global uncertainty. Be there as we stand together to strengthen our commercial ties, to promote shared trade and investment opportunities, and unlock prosperity for Africa, the Caribbean, and the wider diaspora. The 4th Afri-Caribbean Trade and Investment Forum. Reserve your place now at active2025.com.
I don't really understand now. Every time if they buying clothes for children, if they ain't grow it up, they stain it up, they dirty it. So every time, like them children feel they're just picking up money on the ground.
Mommy, what are the mumbling about this?
All you. If all just have people just buying clothes. Why feel people have money on the ground? If I am spoil it, all you grow it.
Mommy, well, you're 26% off in jobs, mommy.
What are you talking about?
Mommy, for this year, but they are 26% off on clothes and shoes next week.
You're joking?
Yes, mommy.
What?
They're going.
I can't miss that.
Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday. Listen, jammers, we're having a 26% off sale on our clothes and shoes starting from the 23rd of June to the 38th of June. Shop more and save big, and you may visit us in store on Halifax Street, St. George's, and Hillsborough, Carrickwood. Shop more and save big. We make pockets smile.
Are you a progressive young leader, a proactive emerging executive, a rising professional? Then you need appropriate cover for your vehicle. Introducing the Pro Motor Plan from Beacon. Car insurance that includes free loss of use, windscreen cover up to $3,500, free special perils, free accident forgiveness. Get Beacon's Pro Motor Plan today. Don't procrastinate. Call Beacon today at 440-4447 or visit beacongrenada.com.
If you are looking for electrical and maintenance solutions, contact Max Tech. We offer electrical engineering consultation, electrical system diagnostics, domestic, commercial, and industrial system designs and sizing, electrical installation and maintenance services of systems such as generators and ATS changeover systems, pneumatic and motorized valves, uninterrupted power supply or UPS, sewage pumping systems, portable water pressure boosting, tank filling and or emptying pumping systems, bakery equipment, programming and wiring of control systems, VFD, inverter drives, etc. Security camera systems. We also offer affordable solar PV systems, including portable power stations or solar generators, complete solar PV system designs with financial impact statements, PV equipment procurement, installation and commissioning. Yes, we do it all. For all your electrical and maintenance solutions, contact Max Tech, where quality is never compromised. Contact us on telephone number 405-7